Hi everybody and welcome to the Finnegan Farm Homestead. Today is February 5th, 2022. Sun's out, it's a whopping 13 degrees out and there's probably a good, 6-7 inches of snow on the garden proper out there, but this is the perfect time, and has been for the last couple weeks, to sit down and start thinking about the spring garden. And there's no better way than going through a bunch of seed catalogs. So here's like 3 that I've got already this year. This is Pine Tree Seeds. This one is Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. And you gotta love just how they look, all the different varieties. And you see I've made some notes on some of these. And here's a big one from Baker Creek. Beautiful, beautiful catalogs. So a couple weeks ago, I placed an order for some stuff from some of these. So if we're looking at Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, I did get 3 or 4 or 5 packets here. So this is one I'm gonna be looking to do this year. This one is called Short Stuffed Sunflowers. Sunflowers are fun to grow. They're, the big heads. And they grow good enough that you can save the seeds, for bird seed, or heck, if you plant a big enough variety, you can save them and roast them up and eat them yourself. This one's gonna be our popcorn variety for the year. This one's called Dynamite. It'll be fun to get these growing. I bought some Sugar Baby watermelons. So smaller plants. They don't run all over the garden. And they actually make like a refrigerator-sized watermelon once it's all said and done. So we'll see how that goes. I bought a tomato called Roma VF Virginia Select. And we do a lot of paste tomatoes in the garden, so it'll be fun to grow these Romas. And then we got a cowpea we're gonna try this year. This one's called Fast Lady Northern Southern Pea. But you gotta love how the packets look, right? They're just beautiful from some of these heirloom companies. Baker Creek, we got 3 packets in. I got a shishito pepper we're gonna grow this year. A lot of videos out there. People, different chefs use these shishito peppers quite a bit. You kind of blacken them up and serve them like as an appetizer. It's an interesting pepper in that they're not supposed to be too hot, but they say about 1 out of every 10 might have some heat to it. So it's Russian roulette with the peppers. Be fun with that. I got a new carrot this year. This one's called New Kuroda. So it says an improvement on the famous Japanese Kuroda type carrot. Sugary sweet, texture is ultra fine grained. This one should be good. See how that goes. And then I have a cucumber called Bait Alpha. So it's a Mediterranean type cucumber. We kind of like these for fresh eating and fresh salads. And then a new company, I don't think I have their catalog, but I found them online. This one is called True Leaf Market. So we got a couple different ones from them. This one's the one I'm kind of excited about. This is a Determinate San Marzano. So we should get San Marzano tomatoes without having the vines that run all over the garden. So we'll see about that one this year. And then interestingly enough, same order, they must call their seed company Mountain Valley Seed. It actually does say True Leaf Market on the back here. And this is some leeks. So this one we're gonna try to grow. This one's called Large American Flag Leek. We'll see how that one goes. And then lastly, Pine Tree, which is one of my favorite places to get seeds from. We got some sweet red cherry peppers. I'm gonna try to grow these, and I grow these for a couple different reasons. One, when it comes fair time, there aren't a lot of people that grow the sweet red peppers. You see a lot of people with hot red cherry peppers. The other thing too is we've kind of started to really like the pickled peppers, like in charcuterie trays and things like that. So we may try to pickle some of these as well. Let's see, I got another tomato. This one's called 10 Fingers of Naples. And again, I believe this one is a determinate, so they shouldn't run all over the place, but it should be a good tomato for canning sauces and different things like that. And then this one I'm kind of excited about too. This is a basil seed. This one's called Everleaf Emerald Towers. And the good thing, the Everleaf part of this means that these will not bolt and go to seed too early. So it's supposed to be a kind of a tower of a plant that stays without seeds for quite a while. I think the description in the catalog said that they were still getting basil in September last year without having seeds yet, which was pretty cool. So yeah, kind of getting excited about that. Now, another thing to keep in mind if you are going to be getting your seeds, the catalogs are great. Love to look through them. It's a good time, middle of the winter time, to start looking through and thinking about spring. But your local cooperative extension service may have some options for you too. So today we went and we visited one of our local extension services who had a seed swap going on. So we went over there and checked it out, but here you can check out for yourself and see what it looked like at the seed swap.
Do you need anything in particular?
Oh, it's fast. Yeah. The watermelons one year, they were insane. They took over the whole backyard.
So those Master Gardener programs are pretty interesting, and I think I'm going to actually try to get into one of them one of these days. But let me show you some of the stuff that we did pick up over there. So here's another heirloom tomato. This one's called Persimmon. And this one has some notes on it from the people who saved the seeds themselves. So this one says it's an orange fruit, it's delicious, it's an indeterminate, so big vines, but you only get 4 seeds. So she only saved 4 seeds, but we may try to grow that out and see how that looks. I got some seeds for a rose milkweed. We grow some milkweed in a pot last year trying to bring in the butterflies. So we'll see what this rose milkweed is all about. The other thing too is you don't get a lot of descriptions on them, right? So some marigold seeds. These were collected in 2021, but they don't say anything about, you know, what variety they are, what colors they are, or anything like that. All we know is that they grew and went to seed in our local area. Columbines, again, these were saved in 2021, so last year. We like the columbines. We grow them around the yard in different places. They're a really, really pretty flower. I think we've got maybe some purples and pinks and maybe some whites. So again, they don't know what color it is. They didn't tell us, but we'll see. Got some seeds for some brown-eyed Susans. So that sounded interesting to me. Usually you see black-eyed Susans, but these are brown-eyed Susans. And lastly, we just picked up some cilantro. May throw these in kind of later in the garden. You want your cilantro to come about the same time that you're getting tomatoes and peppers for making salsa and that kind of thing. So anyway, it's that time of the year. We're looking at seeds and we're thinking about spring.